Nuruddin to give us the latest updates on the missing baby saga. Hello, Nuruddin. Good afternoon, Nuruddin.
Good afternoon, Eric.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Eric. What about you?
I'm also doing very great. I just want to find out from you. You've been reporting on the missing baby saga throughout this whole week. Tell us, what has been some of the major challenges you have gone through reporting about this particular story?
Eric, incident like this, when you carry a story, you want to speak to the police, you want to speak to the hospital authorities, you end up, facing some kind of challenges. When the news broke, we had a challenge speaking with the hospital authorities and then the police. Immediately, the incident was reported to the police. They continued to tell us that they are still investigating, and then they wouldn't give any information out. But, as a journalist, you need to find your way of getting the information, what is going on, to get your viewers informed. So we also try getting our information from other sources, which we later confirmed, and then we also put it out to our public. You remember when this issue about the hospital meeting the family to resolve the issue, we try getting information from both sides, the police, to find out whether it was true, but the police were not speaking. So we also speak to other sources which they confirm, and then we put out the information to our viewers. So getting the information from the police and then the hospital authorities was my major
I guess
challenge.
they gave you a very hectic time getting the information.
In fact,
so how did you go about it? Because you realized that you did some very fantastic stories over the week. How did did you manage to get the hospital officials and the police to react to the questions that you put to them?
Yeah, sometimes you only have to try as much as you could to get it. Sometimes you need to let them understand why you would want to put the information in the public, because people were giving wrong information, and then you need to let them understand that, this is how the information is going on, and if you don't speak, people will think that that is a true story. So they were compelled to give us some information, but for others, in fact, we need to also find our way out and get those information.
Okay, have you gotten in touch with the family of Sueba lately, and what information have they told you so far?
Yeah, we've spoken with them. We've been speaking with them, both sides. Now we've been speaking with the police, the hospital authorities, and then the family, just because we want to have all the information that they have. And we've spoken with the family, and as I'm speaking now, you remember last week, I think in the course of this week, they sent a letter to the police that they wanted to embark on demonstration next week. So yesterday they met with the police, and that they have agreed that they should wait after the 14 days that the ministry has given to the hospital to produce the babies, and then afterwards, then they would now see whether they should embark on it or not, and that was agreed yesterday between the police and then the youth who came together to organize the demonstration. But the family to Sueba now has hypertension. According to the family, the doctor has this diagnosis of this hypertension, and she has been going to the hospital for checkup.
Oh, that's a very sad story. That's a very sad information to know. So, after speaking to them, Sueba is having hypertension now. So, how is she managing it? How's the family, apart from the fact that they are waiting to embark on the demonstration? What have they been telling you? Are they just waiting, or they are trying to do their own investigations to find out where indeed the baby is?
For now, they are waiting. They are waiting because when Sueba herself heard the news, she was happy. She thinks that if the hospital are able to produce the body, in fact, that would give her a better life, because as of now, she has been thinking, she has sleepless nights. She has been thinking about the issue, and doctors have also advised her not to talk too much. She has been into the media, and that has caused her some kind of problems, and they are advised not to speak too much now. And so they are waiting for the hospital to produce the baby. In the 14 that the ministry has given them, they are waiting for them to produce it, so that if after 14 days, we don't know what will happen. So let's wait till 14 days. Within the 14 days, if they are able to produce, I think by then we will have a better life.
Okay, so Nuruddin, tell us, what is the mood at the Komfo Teaching Hospital? Because the information that we picked over the weekend was that many of the patients, they are backing the doctors because they want to seek medical care and they feel that the doctors have done no wrong. That's the information that we picked up. But you are on the ground, you are a man on the ground, you have been to the Komfo over the weekend from Friday, Saturday, and today. What is the mood currently at the Komfo Teaching Hospital?
Well, Eric, doctors are working. When the directive was given, they were saying that it's because they have pressure on them admitting so many people, and so they are thinking that if some of them that I spoke with are saying they would end up admitting to capacity, meaning if the beds are full, they wouldn't admit any patient, and that would help them a lot because now before the incident they were over admitting. The hospital itself has about 4,200 beds, and we are told that 200 of them are for emergency, and then the 1,000 are for normal beds. And so sometimes the beds will full, and some of the patients will be lying on the floor. So they're thinking that if it will be full, they would admit to capacity, and that would help them. But now patients are attending the hospital and they have been receiving some treatment.
So is it really true that the doctors are taking care of 3 patients a day as they insisted that they would, because they claim they are being blamed for mismanagement, so they would attend to only 3 patients a day, or they've gone back on their words and they're taking care of the huge numbers of patients that troop to the hospital?
I must say that wasn't official.
Okay.
Opinions of other doctors. It wasn't official. It wasn't official. It was an opinions of other doctors. I think they were sharing opinions with other journalists on that issue, but it is not official that doctors are going, one doctor is going to 3 patients. It isn't official. I spoke with a PRO. He told me he hasn't even heard of it. Some of the doctors are already sharing their views with people around. So that is not official, Eric.
Okay, so I want to find out from you the mood at the maternity ward as well, and the labor ward. How are people coping with all this challenge, especially with some of the patients that were going there? We learned some of them were turned back, but looking at these past few days, how's the mood been there? Are the nurses working like the way they should work, or there's some kind of apathy there?
Yeah, they are working, but what we gathered is that they were telling us because of the issue, they are psychologically disturbed because of that particular issue at the hospital. But they are working, and that particular issue, they are saying, some of the doctors are saying, it has really affected them psychologically. But they are working, they are attending to patients at the ward. I have visited there and I saw them attending to patients.
Okay, we hear information that on Tuesday, the nurses at the Komfo Teaching Hospital and the midwives, they will be having a press conference. Have you gotten that information yet?
I haven't got it. I haven't gathered that information yet, Eric.
Okay, so Nuruddin, before we let you go, just give us a general. What's the latest update on the missing baby at Kumasi? On the streets, at homes, what are people saying?
Eric, people are really sympathizing with Sueba, and in fact, some of them are. They would be happy. They are saying they would be happy if the hospital would be able to produce a baby for her, because it isn't easy for a woman to carry a baby for about 9 months, and then all of a sudden she will lose the baby. And so most of them are sympathizing with them. You go to social media, everywhere they are sympathizing with Sueba, and they are really praying that the body of the baby should be produced.
All right. Thank you very much, Nuruddin, and thank you for that information.
Thank you, Eric.
All right, so we take a quick commercial break and we continue with the rest of the program.